Everyone, Janet from Shenango County 4-H, and today's fun activity is to make super bouncy balls, which is a takeoff of the recipe for slime, and will teach us all about polymers if you want to do the chemistry of it and how we're tightening up those bonds in between molecules going from a liquid to a solid. So to get started with today's activity, what you're going to need is 2 tablespoons, 1 or 2 tablespoons of borax laundry soap powder. You're going to need a spoon to measure. You'll need an empty cup if you want, or you can just put your warm water, which you need approximately half a cup of warm water. I actually used a yogurt cup to get my half a cup of water. Then what we're going to use is either any type of Elmer's glue. Really don't get the cheaper brands, the brand name brands. If you're going to make super bouncy balls and slime, go with the Elmer's. You can make it out of the traditional glue, the clear glue. I have some glow in the dark glitter glue. I also have metallic glue, and that's what I'm going to be using today. So to get started, warm water, not hot. We just want to be able to dissolve our soap. I actually have some borax in a smaller container, and I'm just going to put in 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to put in 1. Get it nice and stirred up and dissolved. We don't want any chunks. If we have chunks of soap, there are going to be chunks in our bouncy ball. So just give that a minute to totally dissolve. I shouldn't be able to feel any on the bottom. If your water is too hot, just let it set for a minute because you are going to actually stick your fingers in here and start mixing up your glue. So this is a teaspoon. I'm going to put 2 of these in to get a tablespoon. Or you could just go 1. It's totally up to you on how big you want your bouncy ball. Woo. All right, work with me here. So I am actually going to make kind of a teal colored bouncy ball today. You can also take the lid off if you would like to fill your spoon. Totally up to you. Remember, 1 to 2 teaspoons of this as well. So once you have your glue, you're just going to put it in and start stirring it and mixing it. Now make sure you get the recipe right and actually measure everything out so that you have your right mixture for your bouncy ball. So you're just going to keep working it either with the spoon or your fingers. The more you work it, the more you're going to tighten up those polymer bonds, the bonds in between molecules, and go from a liquid to a solid. So I'm just going to keep working this. The more you work it, the more you're actually going to dry it out as well. And the water, which is your activator, doesn't have any glue in it, so if you have a sibling that wants to make a super bouncy ball, you don't have to make a new solution. You can just keep on using the one that you have. So you're just going to keep working your glue. You can put it back in if you want to, if you feel the need to, but just keep working it, and you will actually come up with a super bouncy ball. Now, if these aren't dry, if they're still a little bit wet, if you go to bounce it on a surface, especially if you're bouncing it on the ground, you might pick up some dirt and stuff, so just be aware of that. But we're just going to keep on working our super bouncy ball, making sure we get out all the air pockets. So I've got some glue that didn't quite mix in. I'm just going to put mine back in my solution. I'm going to have a little bit of a messy hand here, but actually if you get the soapy water on your hands, it will take all that wet glue off. So just keep working this until you have a ball. Once you have a ball shape, then you can start bouncing it on surfaces. So I've done a lot of my mixing. I've put my glue and my soap mixture, my Titan Bonds, I have made a bouncy ball. Now's the moment. We have to see, does it really work? Whoop, there it goes. It does bounce. Coming right at you. Shenango County 4-H on YouTube and on our Facebook channel, both under 4-H, Shenango County 4-H. Have a great day.